With us today, a changemaker. After being diagnosed at 13 with Friedreich ataxia and spending her life in a wheelchair, Shobhika made it her mission to spread awareness of the difficulties people of determination face and is now dedicating her life to impactful change in our community. And we are so grateful to have her on the show. Welcome, Shobhika Kalra.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. You're doing incredible work in the community.
Thank you.
And we're going to talk about Wings of Angels in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about your journey. Let's begin with Friedreich ataxia and what happened at 13. Where were you in your life then?
I was doing very well in school. I was the topper and I was very good in extracurricular activities and all that. But I had to drop out of school at the age of 13 because my classroom was on the first floor. And the doctors had told my parents that it wouldn't be safe for me to climb the steps every day to go to my classroom, and there was no lift in my school. So I had to drop out, and so this, when the first time the accessibility bit hit me, but then it was too much happening, so I couldn't really do anything about it. Then years later, me and my elder sister, we had gone to watch a movie in India, and there were many steps to my seat. So 4 men had to carry me to my seat. So I found this very discomforting because I am a big girl. So then after the movie, my sister was like, I'll go and speak to the manager about it. When she went and she spoke to the manager about it, he's like, actually you people have come from outside India and that's why you're facing this difficulty. There are not many people on the wheelchair in India. And then me and my sister, we spoke about it and we realized that, it's not that there are not many people on the wheelchair in India. It's just that people on the wheelchair don't go out in India because there's no accessibility. And then that's how Wings of Angels started.
Wow. So at that age, even as a teenager, you knew that there was no access for people in India, and that's how the story started.
Yes.
Had you been in Dubai at that point?
I was living in Dubai and gone to India for a holiday.
And when you noticed in the cinema that you didn't have access to a wheelchair, is it common, a very common problem everywhere?
Yes, because people are not aware of it.
So how do you make people aware?
You make people aware by informing people about it. And if you try to spread as much awareness as you can, we do something called Accessibility Day, where we go around the city in Dubai and we find out places like all these are ways, to spread awareness. Like people should be aware about what's happening.
Were you, when you couldn't go back to that school, was there another school that you could go to that had wheelchair access? Okay.
That had a lift also. I managed my way out always.
So you found a new school?
Yes.
Did you finish your education in India?
Yeah. No, I was studying in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Then I completed my schooling in Dubai. I've gone to university and I've done my master's also.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So university, masters, and then you've also won many awards. So there was the She the Change in India, and there was something else in Dubai, a Majlis Award.
Yeah, my Sheikh Nayan.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was for the work that you're doing with Wings of Angels?
Yeah, it was for my social contribution.
That's amazing. Can you, in case people don't fully know the work that Wings of Angels have done, How much access have you introduced in Dubai?
We have built over 1,000 wheelchair ramps in Dubai as of now. And Wings of Angels is soon going to launch an app by the end of the year to help spread awareness about accessibility for people with different impairments. That's mobility impairment, visual impairment, cognitive impairment, and hearing impairment, and help connect them with the right career opportunities. So it feels like now we're expanding our horizons.
So that's so amazing. You're giving people access, and then you're also connecting people with career opportunities that they may not have had before.
Yeah, because everyone needs it.
Yeah, that's true. We all need jobs. What about the people? So like from the outside, this is like amazing. You're putting access into a building so you can get it. What about the people that you've met? Have you had kind of like good reactions from people that you've literally been able to help?
People have been very supportive, and they are very thankful also. But also secondary, like I don't really want people to be thankful or anything. Like I just want to get the message across. That's important.
That's a very, very strong message, and it makes a lot of sense. How do you connect people with employment opportunities? How do you find those?
We are doing this currently on an app. We have recently worked with Cumin Arabia. Like they wanted a person with, like they've been helping us a lot with the work and all. They've been helping us with the app launch. And like they wanted to hire someone with a disability for a job, and they wanted to give a job. So we advertised it for a page, and the job is almost done. Like someone has told me that we are in the end stages of the talk. So the interviews went well and all.
That's great.
So the job will be done, yeah.
It's so interesting because I think what you do is obviously you're spreading awareness, and we're thinking about our office here and what can we do to improve accessibility, and it's something that we are genuinely looking at. And there's one or two ramps here, or there's one or two steps here that we can add a ramp to. You're spreading awareness that if someone is there and their office isn't accessible for people with wheelchairs, what do you recommend as I'm not a boss, I'm an employee, what do you recommend people to do? Do they get in touch with Wings of Angels, or do they just start rapping on their manager's door being like, hey, this is what we need to do?
See, even the Wings of Angels are not there tomorrow. It should be wheelchair accessible. So, what's like the most important thing is that you get aware and try to make your manager aware about it. And you just have to get a wider place for a wheelchair to enter and make sure there are no steps and all. So that's what you tell do.
And is there anything else that we need to be aware of? So steps is obviously something obvious, but is there anything maybe like lowering taps, or what are or maybe door handles? Yeah, is there anything obvious that we could fix?
A wheelchair accessible bathroom. The taps, the wash basin should be lower. The entrance should be bigger. It shouldn't be too slippery. There are a lot of things.
And is that all listed on Wings of Angels?
We try to spread awareness. Like whoever contacts us, we are always there to help them out.
It's amazing. It's such an amazing story, and people can find it all, more information on Wings of Angels. Also, by the way, if you've been following Lovindubai for a couple of years, we had Shobhika on Blessed in Dubai, where she shared her story, her journey. And actually, I think we'll link that beneath, because then people can really kind of learn all about your journey from your teenage years. But Shobhika, Kalra, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. And we really appreciate kind of learning a little bit more about something that I think we can introduce in our offices. And I'm sure there's people here who probably are hopefully learning that too. So thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
That is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. We're with you every single weekday morning, same time, same place. Shobhika Kalra, Wings of Angels, thank you very much. Bye-bye.